Another classification of operating under the influence charges that can be brought are those for operating under the influence of a restricted controlled substance. Interestingly enough, these particular offenses don't even have to have this under the influence component. They're per se cases. That means that if an individual, if their blood is eventually taken, which is typically what happens in such situations, and a restricted controlled substance is found in their blood, that person can be prosecuted for operating with a restricted controlled substance in their blood. And it carries the same type of penalty range as a regular operating under the influence. A very common example of this is operating under the influence of marijuana, THC. The legislature in Wisconsin has a rule that essentially states that if an individual has any measurable amount of that delta-9 metabolite of THC, a prosecutor can charge that individual with operating with a restricted controlled substance of delta-9 in their system. Impairment is irrelevant. A person does not have to be under the influence. So we're seeing a lot of situations where people are coming from Illinois, where it's legal to consume marijuana, and they're being stopped in the border counties, and officers inquire, did you have marijuana when you were in Illinois? And the response is often, yes, but it's legal there, and I smoked it last night, or I took an edible last night. Well, unfortunately, in Wisconsin, the case law says that if an officer has reason to believe that there was the consumption, ingestion, or inhalation of marijuana within the previous 24 hours, an officer can automatically arrest someone and require them to get a blood test. So it's extremely important that if you find yourself in a situation like that, you contact us or an attorney who really understands the science behind the metabolization of marijuana in the blood so that they know how to fight their cases. Because even though it is a low number, the laboratories in Wisconsin aren't doing perfect science when it comes to this type of testing methodology.